Hey guys, it's Schwell here doing another video for you. I'm not going to say quick because, wait, I just did. Darn it. Okay guys, here we are. I'm going to do a gear video, or at least what I call gear. I've been getting requests, and I guess this is something I'm going to have to deal with if I'm going to continue to get more and more subscribers. I'm at over 1,800 subscribers at this point. I was at 500 in December, 1,800 in April, and it's just skyrocketing from there. With that said, I had done a quick gear video a few months back, and one thing that you will not see Schwell do is put his gear on, take pictures, and make video. If I'm not at a game, my gear is not going on. If it's not brand spanking new coming out of the packaging or just being delivered to me, it is not going on. That is the only time I will put my gear on. At games, or if I'm doing a test fit, or if I'm at a store, a retail location trying gear on. That is the only time you will see me put it on and wear it. Alright? I'm not one of those guys. I just can't do it. You know what? I don't even like having gear on. I only wear it because it's convenient and it helps make the game flow a lot better for me. And with that said, I'm going to show you how my rigs are set up. Right now I only have 2 of them up here. I have a total of 6 or 7, but these are the ones that I use the most. On my right, I have my Condor Quick Detach Plate Carrier, and that is what it was listed at on the website that I purchased it from. I purchased this one from PatriotOutfitters.com, and this is a Pantac Weesatch, and it is official Pantac, and I got this because I needed a tan, coyote brown, just a tan color scheme to go with a couple of my loadouts that I like to wear. So that's why I got this one. And the reason why I purchased this one out of the many that I looked at, cost. I got this for less than $100 shipped. I think it was like $80 shipped. This was, at the time I bought this, this was one of my first rigs that I'd ever purchased. I got this for about $119 shipped. A couple of things that I want to go over, and just show you how I have my stuff set up for me, Schwell, when I go out and play. I got a single point sling. It's a bungee sling, and what you do is you connect it to each of the shoulder straps, and what this does is it distributes the weight evenly across both sides, so you're not just straining one shoulder or the other. I got this one off of airsoft.com for less than $20 shipped. I got these clips from Home Depot or Hates Hardware Store. It was one of those two, and I got these because they're convenient. They're very quick to use and they work really well. In a couple of my videos you will notice that I have key rings on my guns for sling attachments as opposed to QD attachments or any other type of airsoft specific attachments. I use key rings because they're cheap and they're very strong, and you can get 100 of them for less than $5 shipped off of eBay. Unjamming rod, cleaning unjamming rod. Usually I have a longer one here. The longer one I had, I snapped it the last time I was using it. But what I do is I feed it through some of the molly straps, through the shoulder pad and down to the back. And what that does is, it's there out of the way. When you're on the field and your gun jams, nothing sucks more than having to go all the way back to station just to get one bad BB out of your gun. So I figured out a way where I could always have an unjamming rod with me. And like I said, this one is a little bit shorter than I normally have, so right now it's sticking up a little bit, but I'll remedy that later because I have other routes that I can route it to where you won't even notice that it's on the rig. Fastmags. These are Gen 2 Fastmags. These were also purchased off the airsoft.com for less than $16 shipped per mag, per Fastmag. I'm running 3 of them right now, and I run them up where I have to pull the mags up and out. And the only reason why I do that is because I have found that some mags aren't very secure in them. Now, not all mags. My high caps, those usually stay in no problem. Some of the mid caps, the mag mid caps, they've been staying in place fairly well. My King Arms mid caps, not so much. One pistol mag pouch, and I carry my Tokyo Marui 4.3 with me. You've seen that in previous videos. I usually only have 3 mags total. 1 in the gun, 1 in here, and 1 in my dump pouch. Just for quick access. And actually I can probably fit 2 of the mags in here. I just haven't tried it yet. I haven't been running with a pistol in my setup for very long. I've only been using them consistently for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Open top, triple mag pouch. This one was purchased off of eBay for less than $20 shipped. This is one of those items that you buy and you regret buying the cheap version of it instead of trying to get a good version from somewhere. And the only reason why I say that is because my magazines, all of my magazines, fit extremely tight. Extremely tight. So there's no such thing as a fast or a quick mag change for me when I'm using these pouches. Now, this is just a triple. This isn't a triple stack. I also have a triple stack pouch, which is on another setup, and that one is even worse. If I were to run all 6 mags in that, I wouldn't be able to get any of the magazines out of it. So be mindful when you buy these open top mag pouches that, you know, if you can, try them out. Or if you do get them and you don't have to use them immediately, stuff some mags in them so that they can loosen up over time. Usually I have magazines stuffed in these while it's stored. Various patches, Echo 1, this is a 6mm Junkies, I believe. Yeah, 6mm Junkies. This retired patch I got from a buddy named Kaz. He's a local player here in Florida, and he hooked me up with the retired patch, which is perfect for me. And another Echo 1 patch. I have some simple patches that I run. I have a multitude of patches. It just all depends on what I see that day will determine what I'm going to run. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? I have a couple of C-clamps strategically located. So if there's something else that I need to add or at least tether to the vest, I have these C-clamps that I have quick access to. Even with gloves on, I can unscrew them, attach what I need to, and just keep it moving. And they've come in really handy in a couple of situations. Before I got this sling, I've had slings snap on me or break. And then what I did was I figured out a way to either run some string, rope, or something and use these as the sling mounts. So having them doesn't add weight to the vest, anything that you will notice. And they're also small, so they don't really clutter things up. I just got this pouch last weekend. I'm not really sure if you call it an admin pouch or what, but I believe it is an admin pouch or maybe a medic pouch. It has a lot of straps inside, a lot of elastic band, places for pins, other items. Right now I have my pistol in here. Not that that's how I'm going to use it in game, who knows, but right now that's where it is. That is my primary. I use this vest more than I use any other vest. 1, it gives me great coverage. 2, I have tons of molly space that I can adjust or make changes to. And 3, it offers a lot of coverage. Nothing sucks more than that BB that hits you in your belly, your exposed belly. That hurts more than anything, guys. Anything. I'm telling you, anything. Let me see if I can turn this around so you guys can get a quick look at one more thing that is on here. I used to run a bladder, and what I found was that the bladders, if I didn't drink all of the water quickly, the bladder just weighed it down. So what I did was I ordered this water bottle pouch from EB Airsoft. Again, EB Airsoft, you'll hear me talk about them a lot. And I can run this bottle, bottles of water, anything that's easily accessible, and it's not as heavy as a full bladder would be. So what I usually have in here are those 20-ounce bottles of water. Easy to reach, grab, chug it down, and just keep playing. And usually we break enough to where I can go and put another bottle of water in here in between rounds. So having the big bladder so far has not been a necessity, because here in Florida, a lot of the games we don't play all the way through. 1, it's hot. 2, it's hot. And 3, it's hot. So taking breaks helps us maintain a level of play that is paramount to success of airsoft and the enjoyment of it. Yeah, you hear my co-host in the back giving me hell. Now the Weesatch is more of a complete rig. When you buy it, you're ready to go and play. It has built-in mag pockets. It also has an admin pouch here. It's also a plate carrier, so you have a lot of pouches here in the front, and there's also another pouch for the plate in the rear, the back side of it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think think 11 or 12 magazines. The M4 mags fit nicely without a problem, and it's very, very low weight, low drag, high speed, whatever you guys want to call it. A lot of that lingo. Here's another admin / med pouch that I got from one of my teammates. He gave this to me because he didn't have any use for it or any space for it anymore, so he gave it to me, and I decided, let me just add it on here, because most of the time when I'm wearing this, I either have on my multicam or my British DPMs, and the multicam pouch tends to go well with it and hasn't caused a problem. On this rig, I do have a hydration carrier on it, but that's only because I got the hydration carrier from a teammate in a swap because I got rid of my green one. They needed a green one and I just took their tan one. It was just an even trade. So the only reason why I have it on here is because I own it. Like I said, there's a plate carrier pouch in the back here, and I could have easily put batteries in there, but I have this, so why not put it on there and use it? But I haven't used it yet, and I haven't worn this in months, but I have it. It's here. Like I said, it was around $80, $85 shipped, and it's a Pantac Weesatch. And if you're looking for something that's going to be durable, last you forever, or at least a very long time, if you're using it primarily for airsoft, I think this will last forever. Build quality is outstanding, and the cost, anything less than $100 for quality Cordura is a bargain in my opinion. So far so good. I have no complaints over it. It doesn't have complete coverage. The sides are open on it. All you have is a strap that goes around. So here in the summer, this is what I primarily wear because it breathes a little bit better. It gives me more airflow, and it doesn't weigh me down as much. I don't put as much gear on with this. A couple of other items that I want to throw in just to go over them, because when you talk about gear, this is part of it. The helmet. Well, this is a Protect skater's helmet. A lot of guys give me flack because it's a skater's helmet and not a real military style helmet. But you know what? I didn't wear this because I want to match somebody in the military. Again, my motto or my belief is, if you want to look like the military, you want to act like the military, join the military. It's a volunteer service. I've done it. I'm retired. So I'm not trying to emulate the military. I'm trying to go out and have fun. And I wear what I need to wear to get through the game. I got the helmet primarily for helmet cam. I had a mount here, broke that off running past the tree and did not remember that the camera was here. Snapped it right off, but I'm glad it snapped off and didn't break my neck. I still have another location on this side that I can mount to. I have other options based on my mount setups that I can mount anywhere on this helmet and still use it. But that's what it was for. This helmet was bought primarily for helmet cam use. And you know, it does offer some protection. A lot of you don't know I have some tubing in my head from a couple of brain surgeries that I've had in the past. And protecting those is probably something that I should focus on, but I really don't. Like I said, I got it for the helmet cam setup, and it just happens to serve more than one purpose, which is great. So this is why I have the Protect. It was affordable, it was easy to find, and I don't care if it matches what the special ops guys are wearing or whomever you guys emulate or worship. Alright? Half mask. This is a TMC also from evairsoft.com. You can get these at a lot of retailers, stateside, locally. I mean, I can go down the fields here in Orlando and buy them at the fields. They sell them all over the place now. These things are extremely popular these days. One thing that they offer that a lot of other face protection don't offer, when you breathe, they don't force the air up into your goggles or your mask or whatever eye protection you have on. Because it's mesh, all that hot air that you're blowing comes straight out, and it does not hinder or cause any fogging or anything like that. I use these in conjunction with some ESS turbofan goggles, and so far the combination has been outstanding. I'm not sure, or I doubt I'll go to any other setup for a long time until these fall apart. And right now it feels great. I don't know if you can tell, I added a little bit of sponging to it because just black just didn't fit. So I just added a little bit of my sponging technique to it and added a little bit of color to break things up, and it works great. my first mask. This is the first mask that I ever played airsoft with, my V-Force mask. And as you can see, it looks really beat up. The lens is all scratched up, but one thing that I did do was I added some very small holes into the lens along the bottom edge. Bottom edge here, and then a little bit here along the top. Now, I'm going to try and come closer, but I think I'm going to lose my light if I do. I also wired a fan to it, and that fan, under that fan I cut a hole, and that blows directly into the goggles. These holes allow airflow, but the holes are so small a BB wouldn't be able to make its way through. And a BB would have to probably be going 1,000 FPS in order to break itself and go through these little holes. And so it would probably break this lens before I would have to worry about any shattering or anything going through these holes. I just wired one of those small micro fans that you can buy on eBay or at your most computer stores or anything, wired that up to beams, and then I took an inner tube from a tire and cut that and added it to the strap. And what I do is I take an 8.4 volt 1100 milliamp hour battery, stuff that in there, and boom, I'm ready to go. That battery can run non-stop. I mean, if I just left it plugged in, non-stop for 48 hours straight. And this fan moves a lot of air, and I find that it dries off my forehead as well, so it eliminates a lot of sweating. So for those of you guys out there who have a little bit of skill and ingenuity, this can be done. I did this for less than 10 bucks total. If you have this stuff laying around, go ahead and do it. I think the hardest part to find were the fans, but we have electronic surplus stores here in Orlando that I was able to buy them from. And again, like I said, you can get them off of eBay fairly easily. But that's two of my chest setups or plate carrier setups that I wanted to share with you guys today. I want to thank Jedi for requesting that I add these videos. I'm going to set these up as replies to a couple of his videos as well. You guys should check out their channel. It's Minutes Airsoft, but it's Jedi270, I believe, on YouTube. But I'll verify that before I post up the information. Well, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions on these rigs, or if you have any questions about a lot of other rigs, please shoot those to me via the comment or via YouTube, PM, email, whatever you want. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I've had quite a few setups, so I have a little bit of experience with a lot of different setups. Now, these two plate carriers, these things work really well. I don't think I need any other gear. This should be enough gear for me for the rest of my airsoft playing life. But as it goes with everything else, you don't buy what you need, you buy what you want, and I'm going to continue to buy what I want. I want a new plate carrier setup or rig or whatever you want to call it. I just haven't decided on what I want yet, but I will tell you it will be Pantac, only because if I'm going to spend my money, I'm going to buy what I can afford, the best of what I can afford, and then go from there. Now, I'm not knocking Condor or OE Tech or any of those other brands. They're great. Now, this is my primary. When I say primary, if I play airsoft 4 weekends in 1 month, I'm wearing this 3.5 of those weekends. I mean, this is my primary. This is my Condor, and it has served me really well. Protection is great. It's been sturdy. I've had no rips, no tears, no failures, no nothing. I have no complaints. As far as I'm concerned, it gets a 10 out of 10 for my usage. This has gotten a 9 out of 10, not because it has any failures, but because the sides are open. And that's not a design flaw or something that they should have to worry about fixing. It's just my preference that gave it a 9 out of 10, not any shortcomings on the design of the product or execution of the product. So this is Schwell. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are out there having fun, being safe, and also being responsible. And I'll hit you with the 2 fingers. Later.